Yes, hello, habari Africa. Welcome all, my dear Africans, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends, colleagues here in the continent, and to those who are in the diaspora. You're most welcome. I'm very happy to be with you again at this time where I'm going to share with you some updates, breaking news, and information from our beautiful continent, Africa. Yes, let us go and make Africa great again. Yes.
Bring peace in DRC, peace in Sudan, peace in Libya, peace in Sahel, and peace all over Africa. One Africa, one government, one currency,
one army,
one love. Go Africa.
Yes, one love. Love is very, very important for us, the people of Africa. So for us to move forward, I think we need to love one another. So, my dear kings and queens, as the countries of Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso prepared to withdraw from ECOWAS, they have rejected the decisions made by ECOWAS to extend their withdrawal by 6 months, where they have said this is just a destabilization maneuver made by France and some ECOWAS leaders. The heads of states of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger accuse France and some ECOWAS leaders of seeking to harm the alliance and call for vigilance in the face of the terrorist threat. The colleague of heads of states of the Confederation of Sahel States, composed of Captain Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso and General Assimi Goïta of Mali and the Brigadier General Abdrahmane Tiani of Niger, issued a statement accusing France and certain ECOWAS heads of state of carrying out destabilizing actions against the Alliance of Sahel States. The Alliance of Sahel States accuses the French junta, supported by certain heads of state in the sub-region, of seeking to hinder its emancipatory momentum. The colleague of heads of states rejects the ECOWAS decision to extend the withdrawal process of the 3 countries by 6 months, saying it is a maneuver to facilitate destabilization actions. The Alliance of Sahel States denounced destabilization maneuver orchestrated within ECOWAS itself by hand of heads of state acting for foreign agendas. The Alliance of Sahel States warns against France's deceptive maneuver, which would simulate the closure of military bases to replace them with a less visible device, those perpetuating a neo-colonial desire. The statement also warned of operation to reorganize and regroup terrorist groups in the region, benefiting from foreign financial and logistical support aimed at destabilizing the Alliance of Sahel States. These operations are concentrated on particular in the Lake Chad Basin, the Sahel, and the border areas between Niger, Nigeria, Benin, and Burkina Faso. Faced with these threats, the colleague of heads of state took the following decisions, not action, the following decisions. Number 1, placing the defense and security forces of member countries on maximum alert, so they are prepared for anything when it happens. Creating of a single confederal theater of military operations in addition to existing national threats. Call for vigilance among the populations of the Alliance of Sahel States, urging them to report any suspicious facts to the security forces and to reject proposal for enlistment in terrorist groups. So, my dear kings and queens, you remember that this year, of course, it is this October. Last November, the president of Nigeria, who is the chairperson of ECOWAS, traveled to France, where he met President Macron. Then, after coming back, ECOWAS had the meetings, ordinary session, where they come up with the decisions of extending the withdrawal time of Mali, Niger by 6 months. So due to that, these countries have been seen this is just a manipulation of their withdrawal. They want to withdraw themselves without extending any kind of time. They don't want to remain in ECOWAS. So this is because they are not happy with what is going on in ECOWAS organization, or this sub-region of West Africa. So those are just from Burkina Faso and Mali, as well as Niger, that they have rejected the extension of 6 months for them to withdraw from ECOWAS. So and recently, of course, you have heard about France. France's President Emmanuel Macron was in Djibouti, begged President Omar to not fall the path of those who want to humiliate France. Djibouti President received Macron, assured the French leader that this will not happen in Djibouti. French soldiers will not be expelled from the countries without prior agreement. So you can see France are now in trouble, trying to push out to use some African leaders to make sure that France is going to remain here in the continent of Africa. But France is using our own leaders to achieve its agenda. But all in all, in Sahel, France has failed, and I hope will continue to fail. What needs for us, the people of Africa, is to work together, to unite. I don't know how our leaders are seeing France, because these military leaders in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso has exposed the France hegemony and the France imperialist, and they have said no more to France. Of course, we have seen also in Chad that France has been expelled. We are waiting to see other African leaders to join the chain, to see how we can make Africa great and make Africa independent. We cannot be independent while we have France and Western powers troops here in the continent of Africa. So they are here to destabilize our continent, and of course sometimes they distribute weapons and guns to these terrorist groups and labels to make sure that the continent is unstable. And if the continent is unstable, it is very easy for them to take our natural resources. But those who are in leadership, some of them, they don't understand, and if they understand, they fear. And if they fear, or if they are not fear, they have beneficiaries of this conflict. So our leaders must understand that now the world has changed. People understand very well, and they know their enemies. So they must understand that the time for France to pack their bags and go out, it is now. So those are just updates from Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. But all in all, my dear kings and queens, these young leaders and these soldiers have rejected the decision made by ECOWAS for them to wait for more 6 months to withdraw from ECOWAS, and they have released the statement, as you see. But all in all, they want to be independent. So with those few words, if you comment, what is your opinion? What is your perspective? So I'm waiting to hear from you. So share with us through the comment section, and also share the video to many Africans as you can, so that all of us we can understand what is going on, and you can get this good news from our brave leaders in the Sahel. So yes, I'm waiting. We need to make Africa good.
Mama, from me, I thank you, Africa. Mama, Africa. Let us come together
Yes.
Bring peace in the DRC, peace in Sudan, peace in Libya, peace in Sahel, and peace all over Africa.
Yes, we want peace. We want peace in this continent.
One currency,
So our leaders in ECOWAS,
one law.
in SADC, in East African community must understand we want a united Africa. We want peace. We want love, and love will bring us to a certain place where people of Africa will come together and unite. So let me say thank you. Have a nice time. Bye.